raised my son with hands that never rested, and a heart that learned to stay quiet. I worked when my body begged for rest, and smiled when life gave me nothing to smile about. Every sacrifice I made in his name. I believed love would return to me one day, that blood would protect blood. But the night my own son raised his fist at me, I learned some wounds come from the hands you trusted the most. This house was not just walls and wood. It was my entire life. Layer by layer, I gave up comfort, sleep, and dignity. I worked overtime for years, while dreams slowly died inside me. Every corner of this house knew my exhaustion. I built it so my family would feel safe. I never thought I would feel unsafe inside it. I never asked them for rent. I never asked to be thanked. I believed a father's duty was to give without counting. I shared my space, my food, my silence. I stayed quiet, even when I felt ignored. I thought patience would keep peace. I did not know patience can also teach people to disrespect you. When my son married her, I welcomed her with hope. I treated her like my own. Even when she kept her distance, I softened my voice and swallowed my pride. I learned to stay invisible inside my own home, no matter how careful I was. She looked at me like I was in her way, like my presence was something temporary. That night she whispered one sentence into his ear, not loud, not angry,
Soft.
and poisonous. She said I disrespected her. She did not explain how. She did not ask for truth. Her words were enough. And suddenly, years of sacrifice meant nothing. My son walked toward me, with eyes I did not recognize. The warmth was gone. His voice shook, with borrowed anger. He did not ask me what I said. He did not ask me what happened. He only asked one thing, why I hurt her. Then it happened. His fist moved. Before my mind could react, pain exploded across my face. My body stumbled, but my heart collapsed. I heard ringing in my ears, not from the punch, but from the sound of betrayal. This was the child I once protected from pain. I could have fought back. I still had strength, but my hands refused to rise. My body froze. How do you defend yourself against someone you once carried on your shoulders? So I stood there, silent, shaking, ashamed, letting his anger pass through me. She stood behind him, watching, her face calm, her eyes cold. No apology, no regret. She said nothing. Her silence was approval, and that silence hurt more than his fist. The pain in my jaw faded, but the pain in my chest settled deep. My son believed her words. Over my lifetime, he trusted her tears. Over my scars, over my sleepless nights, and tired hands. That realization broke something inside me, something that will never return. That night I sat alone. The house felt empty, eyes pressed against my face. Memories surrounded me. His childhood laughter, his first school uniform. I cried quietly, not because I was hurt, but because I felt erased by the sun. I gave my life. Morning came quietly. I felt calm. In a dangerous way, the anger was gone. The hope was gone. Only clarity remained. I understood something. Respect begged for. His respect already lost. That night I sat alone, inside the room I once gave him. The house felt unfamiliar, like it no longer recognized me. Ice rested against my swollen face, but the cold in my chest was far worse. I replayed every memory, searching for the moment where I failed as a father. Sleep never came. The silence kept asking questions. I remembered his first cry, the night I held him close. I remembered promising myself that I would protect him from every pain. I never imagined I would need protection from him one day. When morning arrived, something inside me had changed. The tears were gone. The shaking was gone. In their place was a heavy calm, a calm that comes when the heart finally accepts what the mind already knew. I realized I was no longer safe. Not physically, not emotionally. A home without respect is not a home. It is a cage, and I refused to grow old inside a place where I was feared instead of valued. I looked around the house. The walls held my memories. The floors remembered my footsteps. This place watched me give. everything I had, and it watched me lose. My dignity. That was the moment. I chose myself. I made the call. To the real estate agent, my voice was steady, but my heart was breaking. Each word felt final. Each sentence felt like a goodbye, not just to the house, but to the life I thought I still had. When they found out, their world shook. Her confidence cracked. My son's anger turned into fear. He asked why I would do this, why I would take everything away. He still did not ask. Why he raised his hand. I wanted to speak. I wanted to remind him of every sacrifice. But silence felt stronger. Some lessons cannot be explained. They must be felt, and losing a home was the only language they understood. I walked away quietly. No shouting, no revenge. Just distance. I carried my pain with dignity, because a father can lose his house, but he must never lose his self-respect. If you are watching this, and you are a parent, remember this. Love does not mean tolerating abuse. Sacrifice does not mean silence. And respect should never be demanded with fists. Sometimes the bravest thing a parent can do is walk away and choose dignity over blood